Okay, this is on the Barkdull job, number 54247, installed on 731 by Aaron. This is video of two. This is for the top floor. This is really involved. I have 5 sheets of paper here, so bear with me. So if you come up the stairs here, we have a hallway furnace here. Right now it's a downflow. We are tearing this out. We're going to put in an upflow furnace in its place. And the supply air is now going to be returned, but modified in many ways. The return air will all come out and we'll run supplies up there. So we're going to make this into a 3-zone system. So this bedroom right here, we're going to call the East Bedroom Zone. So we're going to have this bedroom, this bathroom, and a heat vent right here on that zone. Okay, and back here, we have this bedroom straight ahead. That's going to be called the Southwest Zone. So we're going to have a heat vent in this room over the window, a heat vent over this window, and a heat vent in the bathroom are going to be on this zone. Then this bedroom we're calling the Northwest Zone. It's only going to have 2 runs, but it's going to have one right here and then one over this window here. Okay. So to do all this, start here. So we're going to take this wood base out. Furnace is going to sit on the ground 1 inch from the 2x4 wall here and 1 inch from the back 2x4 wall. Okay, so this supply air right here is going to be taken out. We're going to upsize this to a 16 by 16 flat grill return air. So all this duct will come out. You're going to leave in the back. We have a 14-inch flex that comes off the back that feeds all this side. We have it's either a 10 or 12. I think it's a 12 that comes off the side. So we're going to eliminate that. 12. Okay. So the furnace will sit on an 8-inch base. I made it 2 inches taller so you can raise the filter box up 2 inches because we're going to put it in a drain pan. Drain pan's 37 by 32. And I gave you an angle right there to put under the drain pan. Okay, filter box and on this boot. I redid this a few different times, trying to find different ways to do it, but this is the way I ended up doing it. But you're tight, so from sheetrock to sheetrock, from 2x4 to 2x4, you have 37.5. I made my drain pan 37. Your ductwork is tight, minus 1 inch from this wall furnace, so it's tight in there. Anyway, a 90, then a transition, and then a piece of duct. So, can't really see that well. So off the side here, you're going to open up enough for a 16 by 16 flat grill. And you're just going to upsize that to what you need. Actually, a 14 by 14 is what we're going to put there. Because that would put it on 16 centers, yeah. 14 by 14 is what we're going to put there. I'll adjust that on the paper in a minute. Okay, and then we're going to need a duckboard header on top, of course. So then off the back of right here, we're going to put this guy, piece number 6. It's going to be a 9 7/8 round. You can put it wherever you want, but I figure right here would be the best. And I gave you a 90. And then 10-inch flex. This is where it gets complicated. This will be in place of the existing flex that's there. So let me show you. In this bedroom, there's a crawl space right here. You can see this flex here, and it tees to this run here. It comes, I think it's a 12-inch right there. So you're eliminating this 12-inch and putting a 10-inch in its place. That 10-inch is going to come over here and loop around, and we're going to put a box right here. We're going to put a 14 by 8 flat grill just right here. And then we're going to get rid of all the returns in this bedroom. We're going to eliminate this, so just tear it out and right on the floor, patch. And we're going to eliminate this one here, so tear that out and right on the floor, patch. Tear it out the best you can. Okay, and I'll just go over the other return areas right now. So on the back of this supply, which is now going to be returned, it's a 14-inch round. And before I get over there, I'm not sure where this one goes. I'm guessing it's tapped off on here somewhere. If it is, we can just tear it out and abandon it. If it's not, just patch it on the floor. But I think it is. Okay, so these two supplies, which are now going to become returns, are staying in the floor. But over here in this bedroom, we have 3 returns because they were supplies, but now they're going to be returns. 1 there, 1 there, and then 1 here. We're going to abandon all these, eliminate them, except for 1 over here somewhere. So looking back here, I know you really can't see, but back here is, it looks to be a 12-inch flex back there. So let's just take it right there, coupling onto it. Whether it's 10 or 12, I'm not sure. Without cutting the sheetrock, I can't get back there. But it's got to be 10. I think it's a 10. But we'll add on to there and put the same boot over here, and we'll just add a, the same boot as we're doing in the other room, a 14 by 8 boot with an end cap and a 10-inch round out the back. Let's see. You know what? 14 by 8, I can't get a 10-inch round off the back of that. So I need to make my grill bigger. Let's do a 14 by 10 grill instead of 14 by 8. Then I can get a 10-inch round off the back. Okay, I'll change that on my diagram too. Okay, so these booster fans are hers. I think we sold them to her, so I would not throw those away. Okay, so there's in this bathroom here, we have a return, so we need to patch this one in the floor. Just can't have a return in the bathroom. And then in this other bedroom, we've got this return and this return. So we're going to patch, if we can, we'll just patch this. I'm not sure if we can eliminate it or not. But what we want to do is we'll have to cut the sheetrock to be able to find out where it is, but we want to be able to take this return. So I would first cut it bigger, the 14 by 10 hole, and take this out, and hopefully we can get back there and tie onto that flex. I'm not sure what the flex does or anything. But that's what I'm thinking. If we can tie onto the 10-inch flex and do the same thing here and just make this bigger and eliminate that one, that would be best. If you take this out and see we can't get to anything, then just make this return and that return, but a supply right there blowing right down into a return doesn't really make sense. But that's the way it originally was going to be. Then me and Jamie walked through it and said, well, if we can do this, just put one return, bigger return in each room closer to the door, that would be better. And make your trim out list, because I'm not making the trim out list for the return airs because I'm not quite sure exactly what you're going to be able to keep. Okay? Okay, so these return airs on the ceiling are going to be, rip all that out, rip all this flex out. Okay, sorry, that was a little bit long. So that's going to come up to an end cap. You can take a 14-inch off the back, and up higher it's going to have to drop down and probably have so I gave you a 90, but you're probably going to need a 14-inch coupling and 10 feet of 14-inch to extend it. Okay. Okay, then, so that's top floor, page 1. This is top floor, page 2. This is the side view of the supply. Okay, so this, then you can have a damper. My damper sections, the top of it should be, I measured it to be right at the sheetrock. right at the bottom of the sheetrock. And I had to do it that way because we got, well, I originally did it all this way, but I couldn't get everything to fit with this truss right in the middle and my dampers to offset to get squared around. And anyway, so that's what I did. So to get, sorry, to get all this in, obviously this gas pipe is going to be in the way. The flues are, well, I don't know if the flues will be in the way right now anymore, but this gas pipe will be in the way. So I measured 25 inches, and that goes right to the very back of that. So that's where the duct will be. So these may be able to stay, but this for sure will have to relocate. So whether you gotta undo this union and refeed it, you know, somewhere else, I will have 4 inches offset right here. So this, I'm hoping you can bring tight against the wall in that 4-inch offset, because underneath we got those, all those trusses at the corner. So that's what I'm hoping, and so you will need to get them out of the way. Okay, sorry, I need to go faster. Okay. Okay, so I kind of just labeled them as those zones, but I have other drawings. So this is the top view. It's probably easier. Top view of the returns I want to add, and the supplies. Okay. If you have any questions on any of this, give me a call. Okay, so on this, I offset these over so we can get 12-inch flex on top of them. So this one's gonna get a 90. It's gonna go that way. And then, you know, just the Y's as the drawing shows. So that would be the red one. So a Y there and a Y there. If I didn't say, I don't even know if I said, it's gonna get a 4x10x6 in the bathroom, a 6x12x8 right outside this room door, and then a 6x14x10 over the window. Okay, so the other two, the other two are going to come up in 12-inch flex. I gave you a 90, and so right here it's going to be a hard pipe. So they're going to come up, and you're going to run 2 12-inch hard pipes. Stub them in and hook your flex to them, or a 90 or whatever you need to do. But make sure you pull the insulation all the way up. But you can see this beam sits on that beam right there and there. So you're gonna have to cut one in right there and one in right there, and run hard pipe from point A to point B. Outside, just to give you an idea, the roof changes elevations So it's highest in the middle here, drops down over there, and it drops down over here. So I gave you two 90s here too, just in case you need a 45 down. But one zone, you know, there, and the other zone will go here. Okay. And then she'll just have to, when they sheetrock, they'll just have to frame this into a, not a triangle. Okay. What else? Oh, so on this zone, and I apologize if I already said it, over this one is going to get a 6 by 12 by 8. And this bathroom's going to get a 4 by 10 by 6. Over this window is going to get a 6 by 14 by 10. In this zone, over this door, we're going to have a 6 by 14 by 10. Over this window is 6 by 14 by 10. We do have another attic access right here to access this part. But just remember, it changes elevations. Okay. Okay, let's go over the normal paper. Combustion air, not applicable. Your vent, you're going to tie into the existing 2-inch PVC. It goes over here and then goes up to a concentric through the roof. So your gas, reroute all flex as needed. And then from the caulk, add 2 flex 14 T in a drip leg. So I just figured hopefully you just move this over and then add a flex and drip leg, you know. But yeah, I don't think, hopefully you won't have to move these. If you do, you can cut out the floor. Oh, you know what? You will have to move them. That's right. You're going to have to cut out the floor and move them to the inside the wall. And bring them up inside the wall and then out here. Because we have a drain pan that's going here. I forgot about that. But when you cut out the floor, our drain pan will cover the hole. So feel free to cut what you need to get it inside the wall. And then you can bring it back out where you need to in that 4-inch offset. Okay. Okay, AC, you're going to flush the lines. I think the existing is a 3/4 and the new one's a 7/8. Jamie said just flush it. You're going to need to run a new thermostat wire to the outdoor unit. We need 8 wires. We don't have it. On the coil, you're going to need to change the TXV and read the scope on it. Know what to do with the old TXV. But you're going to need to put a brass T on the TXV side to put the, what is it, the low port switch or something. Name slipped my mind. Low pressure switch will be on the inside here, so you just have to run an 8 wire outside. So I'll go over the AC in a minute. I'll go out there in a minute. So the drain, the existing just goes out the back right here. Behind here, there's a ABS pipe coming up that they dropped into. So we'll just do the same. Tap into that ABS pipe Otherwise, you're going to add a drain pan overflow safety as well as a coil overflow safety. Okay, thermostats. You need to run a thermostat into each bedroom. And they're gonna reuse this stat, and we're reusing all the stats we can. But you know, you'll need 2 more, so we'll reuse this, but add 2 more. Okay, stats. So I wrote on here, just eliminate the new return airs in the bathrooms. Meaning eliminate or cover them up. For each zone bedroom return, well, I went over the returns already, what I hope to accomplish there. So if you have questions, give me a call. I just said for the other 2, do the same if you can. If you can't, we'll go from there. What does that say? Oh, make final trim out list for returns. I will order the supply registers, but the return air grills, the odd ones in the floors, I'm not gonna order because I don't even know what flooring they're gonna get. But I will order my flat return air grills. Power, I don't see where they tied the power in, so I'm guessing it might be over there somewhere. So I'm just giving you a new box switch and cover. Install a Harmony 3-zone panel with 3 zones. Okay, so in each zone, I would probably set on, you know, about 500 CFM on the Harmony panel for each zone equally, and see how it sounds from there. I think a 12-inch flex pushes 470 CFM, which is what we're running. Anyway, let's go over the air conditioner real quick. And let's see. Down in the basement, I forgot to tell you. Let me just show you one thing down there. I think that's where it was. Yeah. So this dryer vent thing and the fan we're ripping out. She wanted to keep that dryer fan, but we're ripping out everything else. Just leave the fan hanging. Okay. Let's go out. So the top floor air conditioner is on the east side, right here. So we need to put down a new pad. It's going to be a big pad, 36 by 38 or whatever they are. So don't block the disconnect. If they don't want to get rid of a tree, no one's here to talk to. So if they don't want to get rid of a tree and they want it right there, you can have them move this disconnect. Jamie said we're not doing any electrical on this job, so they will be in charge of having to put a cover there and moving the disconnect. Just talk to them to see if they would rather have disconnect moved into the box or move that tree. And yeah, I mean, it would fit there with the tree, but if the tree grows, it's going to grow right into it. Anywho, so yeah, flush that line. And of course, you'll just have to lay your pad right on top of this one. What else? Oh yeah. So to pull a new wire to this, I kind of scoped out where it goes. Well, you can't see it from here. I have to go to the next level. Okay. Okay. So you can see the thermostat wire right there and the line set. So you can tie onto it and pull it up where you need, or, but line set comes over here. And, oh, and looks like it comes over here and probably goes down the wall right over here in between this little window somewhere back there. So probably just cut the sheetrock over a little more and probably see the line set and the wire right behind it. Okay. Is that it? I don't know. I think that is it. Oh yeah. So up here we have all these lights. 1, 2, 3 lights that are going to be in our way. So Jamie said we can just unnail them and let them hang to get them out of our way so the electrician can get to them, because our pipes are going to be running right under them probably. So yeah, just go that route. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks.